What if the story you tell yourself about your life is holding you back? Every single one of us has a personal narrative, a story we've built about who we are and what we're capable of. But what if that story, crafted by past experiences, isn't serving your well-being today? Welcome to our channel, a channel for personal growth and well-being through art, design, and psychology. Today, we'll explore how to identify and reshape your personal narrative for a more positive, empowered future. By the end of this, you'll not only know how to hold the pen, but how to truly rewrite your life script. Let's embark on this transformative journey together. Unpacking your invisible script. Imagine your life as a book you've been writing unconsciously since childhood. This book isn't simply a collection of events. It's your personal narrative, the invisible script that shapes how you perceive yourself and the world around you. But here's the catch. This script often runs on autopilot, subtly dictating your choices, emotions, and even your daily well-being without your conscious awareness. Psychologist Dan McAdams describes this as narrative identity, the internal story we construct to make sense of our experiences. Take real-life examples. Picture someone who repeatedly tells themselves, "I'm not creative." This narrative might stem from a single art class failure in school, but it grows into a barrier, preventing them from trying new hobbies or pursuing innovative ideas at work. Or consider the classic, "I always fail at relationships." Rooted in a few heartbreaks, this story can lead to self-sabotage, like avoiding intimacy altogether. These aren't just thoughts, they have a surprising psychological impact. McAdams's research shows that negative narratives can lead to increased stress and lower life satisfaction. As author and researcher Brené Brown puts it in her book Rising Strong, the most dangerous stories we make up are the narratives that diminish our inherent worthiness. If your script is filled with such diminishing tales, it's time to unpack it and see how it's holding you back. We are the stories we tell ourselves, Dan P. McAdams. Imagine the freedom that comes from rewriting that script. By recognizing the power of your narrative, you can begin to shift the storyline towards something more empowering. The power of the pen. You're the author. The good news, you're not stuck with the script you've inherited. This brings us to the core concept, narrative identity. This is your internalized and evolving story of the self, which integrates your reconstructed past, perceived present, and anticipated future. Crucially, research shows narrative identity is malleable. You are the author. It's something you can rewrite at any time. This concept draws from narrative psychology, which posits that we aren't passive characters in our stories. We're the storytellers with the power to edit. Scientifically, storytelling literally reshapes your brain. When you change the story you tell, you are engaging in a form of cognitive restructuring. Neuroimaging studies reveal that when we recount our experiences in new ways, it activates neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to form new pathways. You're not just changing words, you're changing brain chemistry and emotional responses. It's time to realize the pen is in your hand. You are the editor-in-chief of your life. For instance, research by James Pennebaker reveals that expressive writing, spending just 20 minutes a day writing about your experiences, can dramatically improve your mental health by lowering stress hormones. Imagine the power of telling your story and witnessing its transformative effects on your well-being. Empower yourself with this realization. Your narrative isn't set in stone. Viktor Frankl, Holocaust survivor and founder of logotherapy, famously said, "Between stimulus and response there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom. By choosing to rewrite, you're harnessing that space to foster emotional responses that serve you, not hinder you. It's like redesigning a piece of art, starting with the same canvas but layering on colors of resilience and possibility." Deconstruct your current story. Now, let's get practical. To reshape your narrative, you first need to deconstruct the current one. Grab a journal or pause this video to reflect. Think of this as sketching out the blueprint of your life story. First, identify your key chapters. What are the major themes that keep showing up? Is it the struggle, childhood adventures, career shifts, or relationships? Next, spot recurring themes. Do you see patterns like underdog triumphs or, more limiting, repeated betrayals? Pinpoint 3 to 5 major pivotal moments that solidify these narratives, both positive and negative. Maybe a promotion reinforced "I'm capable" or a rejection cemented "I'm unworthy." Second, pinpoint where the narrative solidified. Look at those pivotal moments. Did a failure at age 16 lead to the deep-seated belief, "I'm not good enough"? Did a single critical comment from a teacher morph into the lifetime theme, "I lack talent"? These are the moments where you weren't just experiencing an event. You were interpreting it and adding a powerful, lasting sentence to your script. Third, differentiate fact from interpretation. This is the most crucial step. Our narratives rarely stick to the objective facts. Write down your life story as you see it. Then, look at each statement and ask, is this an objective fact or my interpretation? For example, "I was laid off from my job" is a fact. "I'm a failure" is an interpretation. See the difference? The fact is a circumstance. The narrative is a self-inflicted wound. Separate the objective event from the subjective meaning you assign to it. This distinction is powerful. Research from cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, shows that challenging these interpretations can significantly reduce feelings of depression and anxiety. Reflect on this quote from psychologist Carol Dweck in her work on mindsets. "Becoming is better than being." Being refers to seeing yourself as fixed, believing your intelligence, talents, or worth are set traits, while becoming means focusing on growth, seeing yourself as someone who is always learning, evolving, and improving. Dweck's point is that when you're focused on being, you tend to protect your identity. Failure feels threatening because it challenges who you think you are. But when you're focused on becoming, failure is part of progress. It's how you grow into a fuller version of yourself. Ask yourself, how have my interpretations limited my growth? By breaking it down, you're clearing space for a new draft. Crafting your preferred narrative. With your current narrative deconstructed, it's time to craft your preferred version. This isn't about denying the past. It's about shifting language and perspective to reframe your experiences. Techniques 1. Reframing. Shifting language from failure to learning. Instead of "I always fail," try "I've learned valuable lessons from my experiences. Focus on your lessons learned over perceived failures. You are shifting the focus from the identity of failure to the identity of learner and resilient problem solver. Positive psychology research by Martin Seligman shows that this shift in narrative can boost your overall well-being, with studies indicating a 20 to 30% increase in life satisfaction. Technique 2. Highlighting strengths and resilience. Go back to those negative, pivotal moments. Focus on what it took to get through them. Did you lose a parent but still manage to graduate? That's not a story of loss. It's a story of grief and unwavering perseverance. Did you endure a bad relationship? That's not a story of being a victim. It's a story of self-respect and the courage to choose better. You are the one who has to write the script. You are the director. You are the protagonist. The story of your life is up to you. H. W. L. Punja. Technique 3. Visioning the future self. How does the character in your preferred narrative behave? If your old narrative said, "I'm a procrastinator," your new narrative says, "I am someone who values consistent action and uses small steps to build momentum." What is the plot of the next chapter? Write a short paragraph describing your life from this empowered lens. Visioning your future self through this new empowering lens helps you align your current actions with that desired identity. This is where you move from revision to manifestation. This exercise can be deeply transformative, aligning your vision with your new story. Pennebaker's studies confirm that such writing rewires emotional responses, turning pain into purpose. Living your new story. Now that you have your new narrative, it's essential to integrate it into your daily life. 1. Start each day with an affirmation rooted in your new story, such as, "I am resilient and capable." When old patterns try to creep back in, gently remind yourself, "This is my old story. Here's my new one." 2. Seek out new experiences that validate the new story, or surround yourself with supportive people who uplift your new narrative. If your new narrative is, "I'm a helpful and connected person," start volunteering or consistently reaching out to friends. Behavior reinforces belief. The new actions you take will become the evidence for your new positive story. 3. Embrace the relapse. The old story is comfortable. It's a deeply worn path. It will try to re-emerge, especially under stress. When it does, don't beat yourself up. Use the moment as an opportunity to practice self-compassion, which is another cornerstone of a healthy narrative. Say, "That's the old me. I hear you, but I'm writing a different story now." Research shows that verbalizing your narrative strengthens it, enhancing your resilience over time. The long-term benefits are profound. Increased self-compassion, greater resilience, and overall life satisfaction. You'll find that you can navigate life's challenges with grace. Your personal narrative is not a memoir of the past. It is the blueprint for your future. Remember, you are the author of your story, and it's never too late to rewrite it. Today, you've learned how to identify the limiting scripts, understood the science of why this matters, and been given the tools to start writing your masterpiece. Your past is simply background research. Your future is a blank page. Embrace the journey of reshaping your narrative and watch how it transforms your life. I challenge you today to write down one single, powerful, new sentence about who you are. Post it in the comments below. Let's start an empowering movement. If this video helped you, please give it a like. Subscribe for more content on psychology and self-improvement, and ring that bell so you don't miss the next chapter of your growth journey. Start writing your adventure today. I'll see you in the next video.